students, how are you all? I hope you all are safe at home and I hope you all are learning from our online videos. Here I am with the most important question from your exam purpose. Thoughts of management. We are having three thoughts of management. Number first is thoughts of classical theory. Number second is thoughts of neoclassical theory. And number third is thoughts of modern management. Again, we are having three thoughts. Thoughts of classical theory, thoughts of neoclassical theory and thoughts of modern management. In second thought, we are also having one sub point which is behavior related thought. Let me tell you from this point how many questions and the form of questions you will be asked. The first question is which concepts are included in behavior related thoughts, which is the sub point of this. The second is discuss about Peter F. Drucker's contribution in the management field. You will get the answer from the video only. Then discuss about the classical thoughts of classical theory, thoughts of neoclassical theory. You can be asked as a short note only also. Okay, so please pay attention to this question. This is very important from your exam point of view. Today's first topic is thoughts of classical theory. Thoughts of management presented till the end of 19th century is known as thoughts of classical theory. Again, thoughts of management presented till the end of 19th century is known as classical theory. Main promoters of thoughts of classical theory are Frederick Taylor, Max Weber, Gilbreth and Henry Fayol. These are the main promoters of classical theory. So here we are going to see first Frederick Taylor, about Frederick Taylor's opinion. Scientific management principles presented by Frederick Taylor also exist into the thoughts of classical theory of management even today. Approach of scientific management favors scientific principles by time and motion study. You will come to know time study, motion study in our next video. The next point, the next topic is all about time study, motion study and etc. You will come to know about scientific principles by time study, motion study, then responsibility, scientific distribution of work. These terms will be clear in our next upcoming videos. So don't worry about that. So, scientific principles, again, main contribution of scientific principles lies into specialization in management. Again, main contribution of scientific principles. Now, scientific principles main contribution is specialization in management, progressive wage system, responsibility and scientific distribution of work. Again, contribution lies into specialization in management, progressive wage system, responsibility and scientific distribution of work. So, after Frederick Taylor, Henry Fayol's contribution we are going to see. Contribution of Henry Fayol in thoughts of classical theory is also significant. He significantly contributed to thoughts of management by presenting general principles. He decided levels of different tasks in business unit and tried to decide limits to tasks. Also, he provided universal principles of management as guidelines. Again, Henry Fayol's contribution. He presented he contributed his thoughts by general principles. He decided levels of different tasks. He had divided the task regarding or in favor to some level of different tasks in business unit, and tried to decide limits of tasks. Also provided universal principles of management as guidelines. Along with him, Max Weber also gave his contribution into thoughts of classical theory. Till the end of 19th century, formats, size started to change. Why? Due to industrial revolution. Again, till the end of 19th century, formats, size change due to industrial revolution. As a result, need for changes in it arise due to some limitation of classical theory. So classical theory has some limitations like financial motivation, importance to financial motivation, and less importance to human approach and informal relations. Okay, so this theory of thoughts of classical theory you can write and learn. Okay, in this format, just first see this, after Frederick Taylor, Henry Fayol, and then this is the conclusion. Okay, the second point is thoughts of neoclassical theory. Thoughts of neoclassical theory. Let's see first the meaning. To remove some limitations of thoughts of classical theory, some management experts made changes and established new approaches, which is called thoughts of neoclassical theory. Okay, to remove some limitations of classical theory, some management experts made changes and established new approaches, which is called neoclassical theory. Okay, at the end of 19th century, after industrial revolution, format of units, industries was changed, and a new was arised for new kind of management. So, in the start of 20th century, Australian industrial psychologist, again Australian industrial psychologist Alton Mayo, Alton Mayo's theory gave new birth to behavior oriented thought. Again, in the start of 20th century, Australian industrial psychologist Alton Mayo's theory gave new birth to the second point is thoughts of neoclassical theory. Let's see. To remove some limitations of thoughts of classical theory, some management experts made changes and established new approaches, which is called thoughts of neoclassical theory. In the end of 19th century, after industrial revolution, format of units, industries was changed, and a new need was arised for new kind of management. So, in the start of 20th century, Australian industrial psychologist Alton Mayo, again Australian industrial psychologist Alton Mayo's theory gave new birth to behavior oriented thought. Neoclassical theory is all about behavior. It is all about human behavior. So, Alton Mayo's theory gave new birth to behavior related theory, neoclassical theory. It emphasized upon behavior approach, as I told you, behavior approach and group behavior for management. Group behavior for management. Elton Mayo is called promoter of thoughts of neoclassical theory. Additions were made to thoughts of neoclassical theory like informal organization, human behavior, human relations and inspirations. Again, additions were made in neoclassical theory was informal organization, human behavior, human relation and inspiration. Contributors of thoughts of neoclassical theory are Elton Mayo, Herzberg, Francis Likert, Krisch, Agrees, McGregor and Maslow. Second point is thoughts of neoclassical theory, in which we are having one sub-point, behavior related thoughts. As I told you, neoclassical theory is all about behavior related thoughts. Professor Urvik said, you manage your man will manage rest of all. As you all know, management is an art of getting work from others. The management is being done by a person. Management study becomes a study of interhuman relations. Main point of management task is of human behavior and human relations. Hence, behavior related thought emphasize on job satisfaction and increasing efficiency of employee. How? By using psychological observations. Concepts like interhuman relations, motivation, leadership, information communication process, disposal of industrial disputes are included in behavior related thoughts. Since this approach is psychological, it is all about interhuman relations, motivation, leadership, information communication process, disposals of industrial disputes. It is all about relation between two employees or relation between all the employees, not two, right? It seems that economic parameter has been neglected. This will become its limitation, that human relation at the cost of productivity. They neglected all the economical factors, right? Economic parameters. Some writers logically say the human relations cannot be maintained at the cost of productivity, which is the main limitation of this approach. The third point is, we had seen 2 points. One is thoughts of classical management and second is thoughts of neoclassical management, in which we had seen behavior related thoughts. Now the third point is thoughts of modern management. Let's see. A change was occurred in the format of industry and business units after 1916. As a result, a need of special professional class of the third point is thoughts of modern management. We had seen thoughts of classical management, thoughts of neoclassical management, in which behavior related thoughts, and number third is thoughts of modern management. Let's see. A change was occurred in the format of industry and business unit after 1960. As a result, a need of special approach of management was arise. As management is not confining to only business unit, special professional class of managers were emerged, where advocacy in these thoughts for psychology, social studies, statistics, mathematics and computer information technology were made. Okay, as we all know that change is not for industry or business unit only. We need to change the whole structure, and in that the managers decided psychology, social studies, statistics, mathematics, computer, information and technology. This problems or this concept also included in modern management. The contributors in this thoughts of management are Peter F. Drucker, William Uchi and C.K. Prahlad. With this, I am ending our today's online session. Let's repeat that we are having 3 thoughts. Number 1 is thoughts of classical theory, thoughts of neoclassical theory, and the third one is thoughts of modern management. I hope you all understand the concept. If you are not getting, if you are having any doubt, we are having one online class doubt session where you can ask your question, your doubt. Write down your doubts or problems on the page, and at that day you can ask me whatever the concept you don't know or you can't get that. Okay.
Thank you for watching this video.